Right, okay. Hello, welcome, this is Jebro, and this is the Elementalist Fresh Air build with traits, runes, and sigils all explained. And there will not be any gameplay in this video, but I will most likely do some gameplay at some point soon and add the video to my YouTube channel. So, basically, this is the Fresh Air build. I am not saying that I can play it the best. I'm not saying I've invented this build. I am literally just putting it onto the internet so people can have a look, get the traits sorted, and put sigils and runes where they need to be, and have a little bit of fun with it. So, basically, I'm just going to go through this. As you can see, he's a very, very handsome fellow. Running with about 50% crit chance, 50% crit damage. Quite a lot of crit. Obviously, this is a crit based build, so the runes I'm just going to go through very, very quickly. I've gone through a full set of ogre runes. As you can see, that does give you also the rock dog summon as well on the 4th piece, and also the 4% damage on the 6th piece, and the extra crit and power that comes along with the runes, which is really, really useful. Going to be going with the Sigil of Superior Force, which gives you a plus 5% damage, which is just an obvious one, extra damage. Also going for the dagger, which is going to give me extra 50% on my endurance regeneration when you swap back to this, or you swap out. So it's good to have the extra energy to get the extra endurance, to get the extra dodge. It's always useful in any build you're running, really. But for this, it really, really does help you. Also going for the Berserker's Amulet for obviously power precision, and the crit, a little bit of vitality, but that's not really that important in this. That is just my guild emblem. Okay, right, so going to go into the traits. I've gone for a 0-30, 0-10, 30 tread spread of actual traits, which is quite good, to be honest. This build is so difficult to play. You need to be good. You have to be very good. Like, if you're a thief, or like that does high damage output, or if you like playing really glassy characters, then this is definitely the spec for you. If you want damage, this is going to give you damage. Especially with the air and also the Arcana and a little time beating water. But we'll go over the traits, and then you can see how you go with this build, and you can adapt it to how you play. Maybe swap some traits around here and there. Just have a fiddle, you know. It's all for the fun of it. Gone for 0 in Fire of Magic. Air Magic, we've gone for 30. Going to go for the traits. So, Bolt to the Heart. You deal more damage when your foe's health drops below the threshold. So, when they're below 20% health, you will be doing more damage. That's pretty much a given. Going for 10 in the Master of Air Magic, which is going to be air training. So, deal more damage while attuned to air. So, you're going to be doing a lot of your sustained DPS is going to be while you're in air, because that's where a lot of your damage is going to be coming from. It does come from fire, of course, as well. Fire is good for, obviously, might stacking, obviously for Dragon's Tooth as well, which does a shed load of damage. So you are going to be might stacking as well, using Ring of Fire, and also any blast you have that you can actually get your might stacks up. So trying to keep your might stacks up is very, very good as well with this build, because obviously you will do more damage. So going for the Grand Master trait, which is the Fresh Air, which is what this is basically all based around. Recharge air attunement on a critical hit. So that is very, very nice. If you want to switch between different attunements, you can pull off a crit and you can switch back into it without the cooldown actually being there. So you can do some get a crit, come back to that straight away, and you can be in air magic for a long time, which is really, really important, because it is a lot of the damage you want to be sustaining with is air magic. So that's very, very useful trait, and it is good fun as well. I do like this spec. It's a lot of fun. I do die a lot, but it is good fun. So, going Earth Magic, we're going to go for 0, and we're going to go for Water Magic, and we've gone 10 in the Adept, which is deal extra damage when your health is above the threshold. So if you're dying and you get if you get below 90% health, you're probably being focused quite hard, you're probably going to die quite soon. But if you can get into a fight really, really quickly, hit the guy that's below 20%, and you're above 90%, you're going to kill him very fast, obviously, especially if you're in line and you've got loads of might stacks. So it's very, very good to have that as well. So that's a nice little trait to pop into this spec. And again, going to go for the 30 in Arcana. So going for renewing stamina, gain vigor when you deliver a critical hit. So you're going to be doing a lot of crit hits. So basically 5-second cooldown. You'll be getting, that's 100% in endurance regeneration. That's really good. That's for a considerable amount of time as well. 6.5 seconds, and the cooldown's 5. So I mean, you can permanently pretty much have vigor up. I mean, whether or not that actually happens, I haven't tested it fully, but it is a big possibility that would happen. On the master line in Arcana, going for elemental attunement. So when attuning to an element, you and nearby allies gain a boon. So if you go into fire, you get might. You go to water, you get regen. You go to air, you obviously get swiftness, and earth is protection. So in a team fight, you could also just, help allies by actually just giving off a couple of boons. Obviously, if everyone's going down a bit, probably pop into regen, nip out the fight, come back in, maybe go into earth, offer up a bit of protection, hop into air, start doing your damage, fire, do some damage, hop back into air when the cooldown's gone off from the fresh air trait, and then start your rotation again. So it could work pretty well. So yeah, we'll just go into the last one, which is going to be Flame Burst. Evasive Arcana, which is the last in the Arcana line in the Grandmaster trait. So create an attunement based spell at the end of your dodge roll. Fire, Flame Burst, Water, Cleansing Wave, Air, Blinding Flash, and Earth. So that is very, very good for the obvious reasons, as you can see there, especially if you're in water. And obviously, this kind of goes hand in hand with a few things. You will be gaining a lot of vigor, so you're going to be getting your regen's going to be quite high on your dodge, so you're going to be dodging a lot. This is going to be your main source of dodging damage. Also, you have got, of course, lightning flash, which is very, very useful. But that's going to be pretty much your main survivable thing. So if you know you're going to be in trouble, pop into water, do some dodge rolls. Try and get some crit damage off, try and get that vigor back up as soon as you possibly can, do some more dodge rolls. You can pop some more flame blasts off, some AoE. It's really, really good to dodge. You'll be doing stuff when you're dodging, so even when you're dodging to try and escape enemies, you will be doing something essentially as well, so that's very, very good. I am not the best Ele in the world. Ele is probably my weakest one, so if you have suggestions, you have anything I haven't mentioned, please put it in the comments below. It will help people. It would also help me. And yeah, so that would be very much appreciated. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm the professional Ele player, but there isn't many guides which go through the traits and everything like this for this spec. So thank you for that. So we can just quickly go through the utilities. Going for the glyph of Eternal Harmony, just found that to be the best heal as well. I'm pretty sure most people use that. Also, you gain a boon based on which attunement you're in, so water regeneration probably I guess is the best one you want to do. If you're at full HP, maybe go into fire, get some might stacking, which is really, really good as well. If you're lacking some swiftness, then obviously you could use it while you're in air. 13 seconds of swiftness is pretty damn good. Arcane Blast, now that is pretty good for the damage. It's single target. I prefer it more, as I prefer more to use the AoE blast, so I can gain some more might stacking and also blast some healing and different stuff like that. So I actually prefer to use Arcane Wave, if I'm honest. But yeah, it really depends on. I mean, if you want to go for that single target burst, like completely everything, then go for that. But I do like to use the AoE blast, so I can just get some extra might, extra healing, and different bits and pieces like that, so it's really up to you. I mean, it's a cleansing fire, obviously cure 3 conditions and burn foes. The burning is really, really good on that. It's a nice little combination. There's a nice video on the internet. I'll try it on YouTube. I'll try and link it somewhere where someone that's actually posted all the different combos you can do. So I'll try and get that and put it in the description somewhere, get him some views, because it's a really good video, and he does some good slow motion stuff as well. So that video I'll try and link somewhere. Lightning Flash, obviously a good teleport, and really useful. You can use that to get escape, to close as a good gap closer as well, of course. But yeah, I mean, also Conjure Fiery Greatsword. Now, when you've got your might stacks up and you're in different attunement, this Fiery Greatsword is just insane damage, especially if you pair it up with someone else. I've seen people, even with Wooden Potatoes in a tournament recently, him and another guy took a Lord down in about 5 seconds or something stupid like that. Just him and someone else with Greatswords in this spec, or kind of variation of this spec. But it was like, you know, it was insane. I mean, the damage you can do, you can do that, or you can go for, you know, you can go for the Glyph of Elementals. I mean, it's really up to you. It's quite a big cooldown. Some people prefer to go for the Glyph of Elementals to get the Fire Elemental out, or even the Air Elemental, or, you know, I mean, whatever kind of position you're in, really, in desperation. It's got a lower cooldown as well, 60 seconds lower. So it's really up to you. You know, I mean, you can, at the end of the day, this is kind of a really high DPS spec. Elementalists are not that much used at the moment in SPVP, especially. You can use this spec in Worldly World, and also you can use it as a Zerka spec for, I guess, fractals or dungeons or whatever you want to use that for. But it's a fun little build. I do like to play it from time to time. I'm not the best DPSer in the world. I'm not saying I know how to the perfect rotations or anything, but this is just a tiny guide just to let you know about all the different traits, runes and sigils. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you have fun. Thank you to my dance party and Chaos Armor party that's kind of going on in the background. I wish you good day. Check out the rest of my videos on my YouTube channel. I do have a guide, pretty much a class guide for every class at the moment. I'll get a FIFA one out soon as well. Check my Twitch channel out at twitch.tv/JebroUni. Check out my Twitter at JebDan. I also run gem competitions on both of those social media sites. So join me there. Subscribe, like and comment, and I will see you later. Thank you very much.